Hello! Thank you for joining the Traffic Safety Program. Welcome to the English Permit License Preparation on Traffic Control Devices. Due to COVID-19, make sure you follow these procedures. Make appointments. Wear a mask. Stay 6 feet apart. Cancel and reschedule your appointment if you are sick or have a fever, have been diagnosed with COVID-19, have been exposed to COVID-19, have been told to isolate or quarantine. It is really important that you are able to distinguish the words on each form of identification and know what each form of identification lets you do. Identification card, identification only, no driving. Learner permit, identification, drive with a supervising driver over 21 years old. Driver license over 21. Identification. Drive unsupervised. Junior permit or license. Identification. Restricted driving privileges. 3 steps to getting a license. After our presentation, please get more information in English by visiting the Center's YouTube playlist on traffic safety. You should be able to click on the link and it will take you to YouTube. The 3 main steps are: pass the written learner permit test, take the 5-hour pre-licensing course, pass the road test. You must know the English words and numbers on all road signs. We will be focusing on traffic control devices. One of the biggest reasons for crashes is not following the road signs and other traffic control devices, not stopping, incorrectly merging into traffic, speeding, and more. The costs are big. Road signs, warning signs. Warning signs normally are yellow and diamond shaped with black letters or symbols. Right lane ends, stay to the left. Merging traffic entering from the right. Traffic light ahead. Slippery when wet. Divided highway ends. Two-way traffic. Hill ahead. Warning signs are yellow with black letters. Some have different shapes like these. School crossing, railroad crossing. Road signs, work area signs. Color, orange with black letters or symbols. Meaning, People are at work on or near the roadway, and traffic can be controlled by a flag person. A work area speed limit as low as 25 miles per hour or 40 kilometers per hour can be posted. Even if no speed limit is provided, you must drive at a reduced speed through the work zone, and you must always obey the flag persons. These illustrations show some signals a flag person will use. Know and obey them. Red traffic signal. R equals red traffic light. What does it mean? Steady red. Stop. Do not go until the light is green. If a green arrow is shown with a red light, you can go toward the arrow and only if the intersection is clear. You can make a right turn at a steady red light after you have come to a full stop and yield the right of way to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. You can make a left turn at a steady red light when you turn from a one-way road into another one-way road after you come to a full stop and yield the right of way to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. You cannot make a turn at a red light if there is a "No Turn on Red" sign posted or another sign, signal, or pavement marking prevents the turn. You are not allowed to turn on a red light in New York City unless a sign that permits it is posted. The driver of a school bus containing pupils cannot turn right on any red light. Red traffic signals. What do these mean? Flashing red means the same as a stop sign. Stop, yield the right of way, and go when it is safe. Red arrow. Do not go in the direction of the arrow until the red arrow light is off and a green light or arrow light goes on. A right or left turn on red is not permitted at a red arrow. Yellow traffic signal. Y equals yellow light. What does it mean? Steady yellow. The light will change from green to red. Be prepared to stop for the red light. Flashing yellow. Drive with caution. Yellow arrow. The protection of a green arrow will end. If you intend to turn in the direction of the arrow, be prepared to stop. Green traffic signals. Green traffic light. What does it mean? Steady green. Go, but yield the right of way to other traffic at the intersection as required by law. See Chapter 5. Green arrow. You can go in the direction of the arrow, but you must yield the right of way to other traffic at the intersection as required by law. See Chapter 5. Traffic signals. Lane use control lights. Lane use control lights. What do they mean? Special above the pavement lights are sometimes used to indicate which lanes of a highway can be used at certain times. Steady red X. Do not drive in this lane. Steady yellow X. Move from this lane. Flashing yellow X. This lane can only be used for a left turn. Green arrow. You can use this lane. Pavement markings. Overview. Lines and symbols on the roadway divide lanes and tell you when you can pass other vehicles or change lanes. They also tell you which lanes to use for turns and where you must stop for signs or traffic signals. The arrows on these illustrations show the direction of traffic. Pavement markings, edge and lane lines, solid line. Edge and lane lines, solid line. What does it mean? Solid lines along the side of the road tell you where its edge is, where the travel lane ends and the shoulder begins. It is illegal to drive across the edge line except when told to by a police officer or other authorized official or when allowed by an official sign. An edge line that angles towards the center of the road shows that the road is narrower ahead. Lines that separate lanes of traffic that move in the same direction are white. Lines that separate traffic that move in opposite directions are yellow. There may be two lines between lanes, and lines can be solid or broken. Read Chapter 6 for the rules on how to pass other vehicles. Pavement markings. One broken line. One broken line. What does it mean? One broken line. You can pass other vehicles or change lanes if you can do so safely without interfering with traffic. Pavement markings. Solid line with broken line. Solid line with broken line. What does it mean? Solid line with broken line. If you are on the side with the solid line, you cannot pass other vehicles or go across the line except to make a left turn into a driveway. If you are on the side with the broken line, you can pass if it is safe to you and you will not interfere with traffic. Pavement markings. Double solid line. Double solid line. What does it mean? Double solid lines. You cannot pass or change lanes. You cannot go across the lines except to turn left or to enter or leave the highway. Example, going to or from a driveway or to do a U-turn. See Chapter 5. Pavement markings. One solid line. Edge and lane lines. One solid line. What does it mean? One solid line. You can pass other vehicles or change lanes. You can only do so when obstructions in the road or traffic conditions make it necessary. Pavement markings. Arrows. Arrows. What do they mean? Arrows. Arrows show which lanes you must use. In this illustration, for example, you can turn right only from the right lane. To go straight, you must use the left lane. You must be in the correct lane before you reach the solid line that separates the lanes. Pavement markings. Diamond symbol. Diamond symbol. What does it mean? Diamond symbol. This symbol indicates reserved lanes for buses, HOV, which are high occupancy vehicles, like carpools, van pools, bicycles, or other special vehicles. You cannot enter and use these lanes unless your vehicle complies with the occupancy or other requirements indicated by the signs for the times the special conditions are in effect. When used to designate reserved lanes on city streets, sections of the solid white line that separate the diamond lanes from the normal lanes can be replaced by broken white lines. In these locations, non-HOV can enter the HOV lane if they make a right turn at the next intersections. Bus lanes and HOV lanes are to promote the most efficient use of limited street and highway capacity. They assure that vehicles with the highest importance move fastest. Pavement markings. Stop and crosswalk lines. Stop and crosswalk lines. At an intersection controlled by a stop sign, yield sign, or traffic light, there can be a white stop line painted across the lane, called a stop line, and or two parallel lines painted across the road, called a crosswalk. When required to stop because of a sign or light, you must stop before you reach the stop line, if there is one, or the crosswalk. You need only stop at a stop line or crosswalk if required to by a light, sign, or traffic officer, or to yield to a pedestrian, inline skater, or scooter at a marked or unmarked crosswalk. A single stop line may be placed at intersections to allow room for larger vehicles, such as tractor trailers, buses, and trucks, to turn without forcing other traffic to back up. It's important that you stop before you reach the stop line. See Pedestrians in Chapter 11. Directions given by traffic officers. Directions given by traffic officers take precedence over signs, signals, or pavement markings. If a traffic officer signals you to stop at a green light, for example, you must stop. If an officer signals you to drive through a red light or stop sign, you must do it. Among the persons authorized to direct traffic are police officers, fire police, highway work area flag persons, and school crossing persons. Thank you. Center Traffic Safety Program, 315-738-1083. You can find more information at dmv.ny.gov_chapter 4, the source for our presentation.